Hi, so
Hi.
I'm here with Anvika, the famous reviewer, to do Shivaay. So,
Shivaay.
Anvika, what did you think of the movie?
Um, I'm not very sure about it. I thought it was an okay movie.
Hmm.
Um, if the plot itself was not stolen and the Bollywood made it up itself, I would be pretty impressed. But I just think that they stole like plots from things from billion other movies and made up their own little weird story out of it. And I don't even think there was a story actually.
Hmm.
It was just some mashup of weird things happening. Then I think if if I think the main reason everybody was there, the reason it was so crowded in the hall, was because of Ajay Devgan. He was literally because of Singham, of course. He's like that muscular guy who can do backflips and roll out of nowhere and kill thousands of people. And basically, in the hall, whenever Ajay Devgan did a backflip or flexed his muscles or something like that, which were by the way fake, I think, and he had a billion tattoos, and everyone would be like whistling and shouting and sitting up in their seats, like, what's gonna happen next?
So,
So,
uh, basically, the movie begins by something like cliffhanger. It then very quickly becomes no, sorry. It then becomes Taken. Not
yeah.
very quickly. In fact, the Taken bit happens towards the halfway point, and then it just goes on and on and on until basically Ajay Devgan decimates half the population of Bulgaria and uh, Serbia or Romania, which are the nearby countries. So, how? I mean, in Taken, there was a reason why Liam Neeson was so effective. He was ex Special Forces. Here, this is one mountaineer kind of a guy who suddenly becomes the world's best killing
I
machine.
know.
He knows how to fire different weapons. He knows how
Yeah.
to do various
He
stunts.
beat so many
He beats
cops.
so many. He walks into a
Everything.
cop station and beats everybody there. I mean, the police
Yeah.
head. तो ये तो पागलपंती है और बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा खींच दिया जाता है. I think the movie is 173 minutes and it feels it, especially by the time you are at the interval. I mean, if you again compare versus the Taken, in Taken the daughter is kidnapped, let's say in the first 15 minutes. Here it's at the halfway point. So that gives you an idea of how much they stretch, how much kitni और stories डालती हैं, because basically first half is all about this slight cliffhanger bit and Taken bit, which is mountaineering and then kidnap of daughter, and then the second half is completely Singham.
Yes.
So it's just as Amika said, a mashup of all of these movies.
Weird stuff.
Uh, very unbelievable. I mean, it's almost sci-fi in that sense.
The things in there, you don't even understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Literally, one thing. Okay, so the daughter gets kidnapped. Okay, the next thing he starts shooting. Then he's getting arrested for like five different things. Then I don't know. Something will happen to the daughter. Will find out about his mother. Her mother. Some.
So, I mean, it just goes on. We don't want to give anything away. The various plot twists are thrown in, various characters are introduced. There was a character called Saisha who is somebody in the Indian embassy. There's Saurabh Shukla at the Indian embassy. And of course, but 90% of the film is Ajay Devgan,
Yes.
right? And his cute daughter, who doesn't speak, by the way. So, yeah. But just too much, just low attention to detail. I mean, people who are in snow-capped mountains would not be
Wearing
wearing
cut
shorts and cut
sleeves.
sleeves. I mean, it's that kind of level of detail. I mean, there's an avalanche scene right in the beginning, which was
Yeah.
stupid in the sense of the way it is shown, how it ends. Uh, so leave aside all of that. If you enjoy watching Ajay Devgan beat up people, then
You'll
this is
definitely
the movie
enjoy
for you.
this.
If you enjoy the Rohit Shetty school of filmmaking where you blow up cars, there are more cars here than Rohit Shetty did in the entire Golmaal series being thrown aside. All right, so that's if that's your interest, that happens, but it happens with a lot of melodrama thrown in as well. You've got to kind of make up your mind. How much would you rate it?
I'm giving it a 4.
A 4 on 10, and I'm gonna struggle to be that generous because for me
1.5.
they fried my brain towards the end. and I think I'm just going to go with a 2 on 10. Uh, I can't ever think of watching this film again, and which is why
I
think
actually
a
have two more things to add.
two. Go for it.
One thing is that they try to make it like a little senti in the middle, you know, the daughter getting kidnapped and all that stuff. So in the beginning, at first I was actually getting a little teary. I'm like, oh no, this is so sad and everything. Then they kept like, I don't know if this is right, but
Belaboring the point.
adding
Yeah,
insult to
yeah.
injury again and again, more stuff happening,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, when is this gonna get over?
True.
And then the second thing is that sometimes I know when the movie's not right, when Papa is just sitting there holding his head in his hand, like, when is this gonna end? I'm like, I was also like almost snoring away. I'm like, when is this gonna end? I was really tired.
173 minutes, of which, from a sheer plot perspective, you could have done away with probably 100.
Yeah.
I mean, not kidding you, from the plot perspective, that's all it really needed. I think to prove that a dad loves his daughter, you don't need to show tears streaming down the face 25 times. And that's unfortunately what happens here. Unfortunately, you get extra characters like Girish Karnad thrown in to again belabor the point. It just, all of that doesn't work, and it's sad in its own way. So, Anvika, thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye.